Okay, Cowboy Nation, let's talk about this most All-Pros draft pick since 2010. Cowboys got 9, the 49ers got 7, and 5 other teams got 6. 2010, Dez Bryant was there on that list, and Sean Lee. Shout out to both of those boys. In 2011, Tyron Smith and DeMarco Murray on that list. Shout out to both of those boys. All pro is everything, right? That's not like Pro Bowl, by the way. And then 2013, Travis Frederick. 2014, of course, Zack Martin. Ezekiel Elliott in 2016. In 2020, Trevon Diggs. And then, of course, last year, Parsons made All-Pro. All-Pro is the highest of the highest accolades according to sports writers and sports pundits that do their end of the year review of the player as it relates to what they do out there on the field. And since 2010, the Cowboys have the most. Now, you can look at this thing and look at it from both points of views. One being that the Cowboys pretty much can do some hell of a drafting. They are pretty good in drafting, right? On the other end, you can say, man, this is good. All of those names on the All-Pro, which is good. That is good. However, how many championships you got? How many rings? This doesn't have a ring to it. You can look at it in the negative aspect. Now, granted, shout out to Will McClay, since he been into the loops of things as it relates to being the general manager. Oh, excuse me, he's not the general manager. As it relates to him helping the general manager find players, team been pretty much finding good guys, right? However, we need to have the other results, and that's a ring. Now, I look at it like this, Cowboy Nation. Coaching staff should look at this and say, man, we had talent, tons of it, and some teams did less with more. I tell people this all the time. If you decide to build through the draft, you better have a coaching staff that's able to elevate these young guys. If you look at this list, let's start at the bottom. Micah Parsons, young, made All-Pro. Trevon Diggs was young when he made All-Pro. Oh, Ezekiel Elliott was young when they made All-Pro. And, of course, Zack Martin, he made multiple All-Pros. Of course, Travis Frederick, Tyron Smith, and then DeMarco Murray, I think he made All-Pro in 2014. I could be off on the years. Dez Bryant made All-Pro in his earlier stages of playing football, of course, with Sean Lee. Meaning that when you have young talent, coaching staff should have the ability to elevate said young talent. One thing I will bring to the table multiple times to you guys, that this team under Jason Garrett, they had talent, not like they was lacking of talent. And when you have that silver and blue and you have that helmet on you, Cowboy Nation, everyone is looking for results. Everyone is looking for how you can take that young talent and elevate this young talent. Now, granted, Dak Prescott, I got to bring him up, right? He got this team. He's been here for now going into his 7th year. Ezekiel Elliott, he should look at this like, hey, Tony Pollard, a contract year for him. Oh, excuse me. We need to have the results. There should be time out of saying, hey, we don't have playoff experience. You've been here long enough. So Dak Prescott, earlier this morning, Todd Archer came out with a report saying that basically that Dak Prescott views things with a chip on his shoulder, looking at it like, hey, there were 7 other quarterbacks drafted in front of me, and I'm going to use that as a chip on my shoulder to continue to elevate my skill set, to take everything as it relates to I not accomplish anything. Yes, 37 touchdowns last season, franchise record, right? Let's throw a parade. No. We looking for results, right? So this team, under the leadership of Dak Prescott and under the leadership of I guess, the head coach. We can look back and key and laugh at all of the accolades and say, hey, we have the most all-pros. But now we're looking for the results. The defense, we're looking for, can you repeat? Can you climb down even further? The year before, you're 30th ranked. Now you're 12th ranked, right? Can you climb down further from the 12th rank to be top 3 or top 5 defense, basically? Dak Prescott, number 1 offense in the National Football League by points and yards. Those are 2 good categories. But we need it when it counts the most in the playoffs, right? So all of these accolades are cool, right? But to be honest, it don't mean a thing unless you have the Super Bowl under your title. So we got talent. That's one thing we can evaluate. And 2, now it's time for it to happen. Coaching staff, step it up. Step it up. That's the reality of it. Oh, and also, Cowboy Nation, think of this right quick. Hear me out. This particular team heading into the 2022 season will have another All-Pro on their team. I believe that the team will still draft pretty good, and we'll have another All-Pro. So you might as well move that number from Cowboys having 9 to 10. Nevertheless, it's what you do with that All-Pro. Names are cool and all. We're looking for results. Post me your thoughts. Post me your concerns down below. Dak Prescott and company, and whoever's the leader on this defense. Oh, it's Parsons. Step it up. Let's go. And Trevon Diggs, if you want to add that into the mix. Let's go. That's what we about, baby. DC for life. Salute. That's my thoughts on it. Shout out to the Cowboys for the most all pros, though.